Friendly reminder that you are a marshmallow pie with Neapolitan sprinkles and an extra fork for your friend named Greg. The US Fed are a bunch of bug eaters. And they're actually the bug eaters. They are starting a campaign. Earlier in this month of October, they released this video. I saved this, friends. I want to remind you, you got to throw it in your face out there, okay? They're trying to be our friend. They are not our friends. I know this is very disrespectful. I'm going to have to cross out and reject this friendship first before we press play, okay? Their job is to usher in the CBDCs. So they're trying to be hip and cool because there is a great reset.
Hi, I'm Jay Powell. I'm the chair of the Federal Reserve. And I want you to know that the Federal Reserve is now on Instagram and Threads.
Boo!
The Fed is America's central bank working to promote a healthy economy and a strong financial system.
That's a lie.
That mission starts with you. October is National Economic Education Month, and throughout the month and beyond, we'll be posting here with information, links to events, and other resources about how Fed decisions affect you, your family, and your community.
You're a bunch of bug eaters! Let's play some music, friends, because it's all a scam. It's all a scam. You know it's a scam, okay? You're like, wait a minute. How the hell have my parents worked for 40 years and not gotten anywhere? You know how. It's because of how the inflation is spread out to the economy. You already know, friends. We already know, okay, the Great Reset. Now, why are they doing this? It's because, okay, it's not, you think it's not random. It's what you have to do is, when their level of scamming is so extreme, they have to do the marketing and the branding, and they have to like cuddle up to us. They have to get really close to you. Little do you know, they've got a very sharp cucumber ready to just poke you in the middle of the back. Ah! It hurts. The Great Reset. We don't know the terms, but we do know it's going to be something like, hey, hand in 4 of your current existing dollars and we'll give you 1 shiny new dollar, right? They're going to do something like that. It's the only way for them to get rid of the debt, okay? You already know this. They tried printing money. You bought dog coins. I love dog coins, friends. We all love them, okay? We bought the altcoins. They know this. So this is where it's all going. This is part of the programming. It's very sad, but this is how it is. Population has to be put to sleep. They have to be like, oh, well, look at you in the community and how you spread money. It's all a bunch of baloney. You already know this inherently, something's going on. That's why we're in crypto. We're in crypto because nobody believes it yet. They didn't learn. Hopefully in the next wave, we create enough applications that bring more people in, and hopefully you can exit some in euphoria, look after your friends and your family, and play in for the next cycle. So I like to draw these little swiggle lines just to see sometimes. We go back and we visit them, you know. Has it played out to what we expected? Who cares, right? I draw them just for fun, but I want you to know, please, they're not what you're meant to be looking at. The people, look, you think I sat here and I didn't find people who are really good at drawing squiggly lines? I did. But then I found out something. I found out there was no correlation between how well they drew squiggly lines today versus 6 months from now. There wasn't. There were people, trust me, I know it's really good. They're like, oh, I put the piece of the puzzle together. I got A, B, and C. I got this indicator and this fractal and then this correlation, and it drew me this. And look, it sounds so great. Then the market changes slowly, ever so slightly. The market will change and they'll keep using that method and it doesn't work. But the market doesn't tell you it doesn't work. It's just like, oh, okay, it didn't work this time. Let's try another and another. And before you know it, it's been about 12 to 18 months. And you're like, oh my gosh, they started off hot. They ended off cold. If you add it all up, it's around 50-50, 60-40, etc. So, you know, I know you're not going to believe me, friends. You're not going to believe me. But luckily you have a friend like me. You like, subscribe, belly button, and all. We shock the algorithm together. I'm here just to inform you. That's what your journey is going to be like. So you can learn the easy way or the hard way. You can go do this the hard way if you want. Of course, I know some of you like it hard. That's what she said. I drew the squiggly line, hoping that we rally into the Bitcoin halvening. Many Bitcoin maxis though, friends. This is what important. You never know where we're going to go next. But you always have a plan. You go, okay, if we do go in scenario A, what's everybody going to be thinking about? If we do go in scenario B, what's everyone's going to be thinking about? That's it, man. That's it. I know it's up and down. We don't really know, man. You follow the indicators. When you're trading, by the way, so you're trading, you're swing trading, you don't know what it's going to do next. You just know, okay, this is a good trade. That's a completely different mentality, okay? I don't know that something's going to go up, but I just know that if, let's say, for example, if a market goes down and it stops here, I go, wait a minute. I don't know that the market's going up, but if I get long here, I can be wrong here and I can get out here, right? You've risked 1, you made 3, for example. But you don't know what's going to go up. It can come down and poke you. It can go down and just keep going down. It can go down and fake out and go up. So you don't know what it's really going to do. Hunting for trades and predicting where the market's going to go, 2 different things. People who are like successful at it, they're not predicting where the market's going to go. So even though we draw these, it is for fun. It's for entertainment. Don't get caught up with it. I do see a world though where Bitcoin, if it pushes up, it stalls out. Because everybody's going to be cheering. You saw, man, we all saw, if we zoom in, friends, we all saw at the beginning of the year, we saw when Bitcoin hit 25K, they're already talking about $1 million. Like, are you serious? This is the type of energy that people still have. Unfortunately, it is the memories of the past cycles. So if altcoins start rushing up, everybody's going to regret it again. Then they're going to realize I've wasted 2 years of accumulating multi-generational wealth again. Because everyone thinks, so it's hidden in the charts. I've already made videos to show you this. Everybody thinks that Bitcoin's just going to do this magical rush up, stop, and then altcoins are going to go from $0 to $1,000 and everyone makes their money. Unfortunately, it's not happening like that. The rate at which Bitcoin goes up and stalls, the length of its push up is getting smaller and smaller. The market is getting better at pricing in the altcoins. His bottom line is altcoins. His top line is BTC, for example. This is alts, okay? Alts are getting better at reacting to Bitcoin. People are front running them more. And it makes sense because the market's getting more efficient. We can go back. We've seen the charts, see this happening, right? So how we can even tell this is happening is the Altseasons in each cycle are starting earlier and earlier. If we go back, I made a video showing this. In the early part, so in 2012, for example, Altseason didn't start to the very end of the cycle, November 2013. Then in 2016, Altseason started around the Bitcoin halvening, when a Bitcoin broke the all-time high around here, okay? But then if you go into, so in this 2020 halvening, friends, the DeFi season was literally around here. If you want to go specifically, Altseason started Bitcoin breaking $1,000. That was when the actual big money started coming in. Big excitement. It was Bitcoin breaking that $1,150 around here. That was when it started. Then that next season, we didn't wait for 20K, even though there was one that happened after. It was around that Bitcoin happening. It was DeFi. So if you plot it out, you're like, wait a minute. It happened at the end of the cycle and then halfway from the Bitcoin halvening cycle and now around the Bitcoin halvening. You're like, that's interesting. I wonder what's going to happen now. We're starting to see, you can tell right now, people are ready for altcoins. They're not, I don't think everyone's going to wait until Bitcoin cracks $69,000 for them to do in any involving activities when it comes to altcoins. We can already see it. All these altcoin communities, real DeFi like Pulse Chain, you got ChainLink, all the real world assets, all this stuff, all these applications being built. We know it's being pushed forward earlier and earlier. That's why sometimes it's important to look for clues in the coins you hold. Okay, so this is a ChainLink tattoo. Current state of the crypto market when I posted this was actually funny. Another ChainLink Marine got a tattoo. What was his Twitter username? Fart Connoisseur the Third. Okay, so these tattoos, I know normally, friends, yes, tattoos can be, by the way, a very big top signal, just to let you know. They can be an aggressive top signal after a big move has happened. So if you see tattoos, you see people still there, you know that there's something bubbling underneath the surface. There are a lot of XRP tattoos out there, by the way, as well. Brad Garlic Breath has XRP tattoos. This is something interesting to think about our cycles. The XRP and SEC case, the corrupt SEC, you remember that, right? So XRP, they beat the judge. So they beat the judge against the corrupt SEC. But this is one thing. They can't get attacked again. They're not allowed to get the reappeal or whatever it is until 2026 for XRP. So when I saw this date, I'm like, that's really weird, because if you play out the 4-year cycle, that's actually our bear market. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Traditionally, 2025 might be a good year, and then maybe it sucks somewhere, and then maybe 2026, bang, is a red year. The next bear market traditionally would start at the top of 2025 and continue into 2026. So it's like our 2022, that 4-year cycle. I don't know, is it a coincidence? It's just something to think about. Sometimes these things, when you look at them by themselves, they don't add up to the big picture. You got to grab pieces of this info together and you go, wait a minute, I can see these things happening. But right now, we're a bit too early for us to get anything concrete. So as we wait for friendship and kindness, I don't know why, friends, guys, you're really creative people out here making some insane meme content. This is ChainLink dance pump video. It's actually freaking insane.
This is the internet coming for
Look at them, they just start cranking it.
Period.
Everybody peeking ChainLink.
100 million users, I can make money from them.
By the way, that dude is Eric Schmidt, okay? Former Google CEO. He's now basically nearly all in on ChainLink, really supports it. Worth 20 billion. Remember, early Google dude, CEO from 2001. So he was doing a lot of the conference mentions. He was like appearing on stage, talking with Sergey. He even made a jokey. He goes, he mentioned to Sergey, he goes, Sergey, obviously the founder of ChainLink, and he was on this very panel itself. He goes, you're on someone's list out there. They're watching you. Now, this was like last year. This was 2022. So all this stuff, you just got to think. It's always got to lead somewhere. We just don't know how high or when it's actually going to start appearing. I'm hoping that the catalysts continue to push us in the right direction, friends. And if not, well, we'll always have our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, Norm, and catch you next one.